new study is helping prevent surgical site infections. Good afternoon, I'm Stephanie Zambrano.
And I'm Mitchell Linneman. UNO addresses the need for increased awareness of issues involving hate and bias in the community.
All this and more right here on the Omaha News.
From the studios of UNO Television, this is the Omaha News, presented by UNO School of Communication.
A new study helping to prevent surgical site infections is hoping to do exactly as it says. Gloria Espejel tells us how this study aims to avoid infections before they happen.
During a high school track and field meet 11 years ago, then shot put thrower Cameron fractured his shoulder, having to undergo 2 different surgeries and 20 stitches.
The recovery stage, it was painful, but it was a recovery stage. I understood that.
A recovery that was 6 months long until one night he noticed something was wrong.
So I went to the bathroom and saw that there was stuff oozing out of the stitches. So I freaked out. I called mom and dad and said, I don't know what to do. So they rushed me to the emergency room.
Cameron's surgical incisions were infected.
They took out the stitches, they cleaned it up really well, and then they had to re-stitch.
Efforts to prevent surgical incisions are in effect here at UNMC.
The eventual goal of our study is we can develop products like own dressing or even nanofiber sutures that can be used in the clinic to reduce the surgical site infection rate.
Infections happen due to a lack of vitamin D3, something that the dressing would contain.
If we can deliver this vitamin D3 directly to the surgical site, on site, if it's possible to prevent or reduce the infection rate after the surgery.
Dr. Shea hopes the dressing helps patients avoid a situation like Cameron's. For the Omaha News, I'm Gloria Espejel.
According to Dr. Shea, surgical site infections have affected as many as 300,000 patients in the U.S. per year. Reduction of these infections would be a major breakthrough.
The Mavericks men's soccer team will make history tomorrow when it faces Florida International University in the first round of the NCAA tournament in Miami. Men's soccer is the first UNO team to make an NCAA tournament appearance since moving to Division I play. The Mavericks are 10-5-1 for the season. The Florida International Panthers are 11-1-4 overall and ranked 21st in the NCAA RPI rankings. Game time tomorrow is 6 o'clock Central Time. Omaha earned the Summit League's automatic bid Sunday when they beat Denver in the conference championship. FIU received an at-large bid. You can watch the game on Mav Radio. Owen Godberson and Harrison Pope will cover the action. Log into mavradio.fm.
The state of Nebraska will decide on November 20th whether or not TransCanada's application to build the controversial Keystone XL pipeline through the state will be granted. The 5-member Public Service Commission panel must decide whether or not the project is in the state's public interest. Supporters believe the pipeline will bring jobs and revenue to Nebraska, while environmentalists are worried the pipeline could leak into freshwater resources and would violate landowners' rights.
A proposal to give the Millard School District the authority to exceed its levy by up to 9 cents per $100 valuation received approval from voters. According to unofficial final results from the Douglas County Election Commission, the vote for proposal was 63% and the vote against was 37%. These aren't final numbers. The Douglas County Election Commission will release official results after all ballots have been counted and processed and the election is certified.
In a year filled with political turmoil, 2017 saw a number of protests erupt across the country. These demonstrations showcased an increased discord in the United States, which some say they can feel even here at the University of Nebraska at Omaha. Dan Downs investigates what UNO is doing to address the need for increased awareness of issues involving hate and bias in the community.
Go home! White nationalist rallies such as those in Charlottesville, Virginia showcase growing racial tensions in America. UNO recently held an anti-hate, anti-bias event which aims to address these issues for students who say prejudice is on the rise in Omaha too.
As soon as the presidential election happened, there was a huge tension within, you can feel it on campus, you can feel it outside of campus, to the point like you question your safety as a person of color.
Those who were once silent about their opinions are now coming forward, for better or worse.
There's feelings that has been suppressed, and people are boldly coming out and speaking because it is encouraged in our politics.
Event organizers say that they hope by opening a dialogue with both students and the community, they can bring awareness to issues such as prejudice and bias.
We are just seeing around the country a real increase, a huge increase in hate and bias motivated incidents, whether it's harassment or vandalism or people being assaulted.
Reeves says it's important that students have someone they can talk to about these issues, but that staying silent isn't an option.
That's a huge thing that we can do on campus, is just showing people like we are aware that this is an issue and we are on your side.
For the Omaha News, I'm Dan Downs.
The event was put on by the Anti-Defamation League and the UNO Schwab Center. If students want to report an incident of hate or bias, they can contact the UNO Department of Public Safety in the Epley Administration Building. Local counseling is also available to both students and non-students at Roskins Hall, room 107.
When we return, a type of workout that lives by the motto where flight meets fitness.
And UNO is making sure everyone has somewhere to go during Thanksgiving.
Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
You've always known you were a leader, someone who works hard to achieve your goals. You can see it. You can see your success in front of you. You pursue a college education for the old-fashioned reasons, to learn, to make yourself more valuable. To succeed, you need a place that celebrates your ambition and positions you alongside visionary people just like you. You, my friend, belong here, the University of Nebraska at Omaha.
Join the fun and compete with UNO Intramurals. Get involved with the perfect combination of exercise, recreation, and competition. This fall semester, enjoy the thrill of flag football and the rush of sand volleyball. The competitive sports team not only provides activities year-round, they offer positions of employment. There is nothing stopping you from being a part of UNO Intramurals. Sign up today to compete in the upcoming Intramurals basketball, indoor soccer, and bowling. For more information, visit facebook.com/UNO-IamSports and IamLeagues.com. Be a part of UNO Intramurals.
When you power with Mav Radio, you're not just getting top 40 music or cheering on the Mavericks. You're getting a different radio show on every day of the week that are produced by UNO students for just about everyone. Hello and welcome to MavRadio.fm.
If it's important to Nebraskans, it's important to us. Hi everyone, I'm Kathy Wyatt, producer and host of the 30-minute weekly statewide television program called Consider This. Now in our 21st season, we will be addressing topics about health, finance, politics, culture, religion, and even sports. We hope you'll consider joining us.
This is the Omaha News.
The gunman in a deadly shooting rampage in Northern California was identified as Kevin Neal, said Tehama County Police. Police shot him dead Tuesday after he killed 4 people in a string of shootings. His wife's body was found under the floor at his home, bringing the death toll to 5. The fatal shooting of his wife may have led to Neal's deadly outburst, according to police.
Going to the gym just to use the elliptical may seem boring to those who like to have a little more excitement with their workout. Reporter Colt Paulson visited a boutique fitness studio that lives by the motto where flight meets fitness.
I just wanted to try a workout that was different than the normal gym and weightlifting kind of routine.
That workout is pole fitness, which focuses on dancing, spins, transitions, and tricks. Aerial Bombshell is a boutique fitness studio, and over the years, boutique-style fitness has grown in popularity as well as creativity.
This is even further outside the norm because it's not something you would expect.
This unique workout experience may be intimidating to some, but many women walk in and appreciate the atmosphere and sense of community this close-knit group gives and often say,
"Thank goodness I'm at a small class where it's very hands-on and the lights are low and I feel more comfortable."
Feeling comfortable is extremely important when trying to get the best workout possible, and that's exactly what pole fitness is, a workout.
Everything we do here is very full body exercise oriented, definitely upper body and core.
You can burn up to 450 calories during a pole fitness class while doing exercises that span the studio floor and circuit training.
Now I go home to my husband and I'll show him a move, or I'll do more push-ups than him or something like that, just to be like, look how strong I am.
One unique feature of pole fitness is the ability to take the workout from the studio to the comfort of your own home.
Sometimes people can be judgmental when you say you have a pole in your home, but they're valid pieces of exercise equipment.
Pole fitness has a long list of benefits, and two of those benefits that keep women coming back include:
Not only are you building strength, but you're building self-esteem as well.
For the Omaha News, I'm Colt Paulson.
Aerial Bombshell has beginner and advanced pole fitness classes. Visit their website aerialbombshell.com for more information on their class schedule.
A group that supports the idea of a streetcar running from downtown Omaha to the Blackstone district in Midtown held an informational meeting Tuesday. The event was aimed at gauging interest and educating people on what the concept might look like. Everyone came in support of the streetcar, but advocates hoping those people continue to do more research. A study done for the city last year estimated that it would cost $166 million to build a streetcar.
Police were pursuing a vehicle believed to be involved in a Fremont bank robbery Wednesday morning, according to scanner traffic. The Nebraska State Patrol confirmed that 3 robbery suspects are in custody after running into the Village Point Best Buy around 11 a.m. near 168th and Dodge Streets. A witness said officers entered the Best Buy with assault rifles and demanded everyone to get down on the floor. Officials then headed towards the bathroom where the suspects were located. Police said the 3rd suspect was arrested trying to hide in a ravine north of the store.
For UNO students, Thanksgiving break starts next week, but some students don't have local families to go home to. No Kid Hungry and UNO will hold a Friendsgiving event this Friday. It's more than just a feast. It's a chance to expand your knowledge on hunger in Nebraska. During the holiday season, some people around the Omaha area do not have a place to spend time with loved ones. There will be a Friendsgiving event taking place this Friday, November 17th at the UNO Dodge Clubhouse.
We're trying to raise money for school meal programs around America.
Garcia Peña came from Escondidos, California. When she came to Nebraska, she at one point received bags of food because her family was not able to afford healthy breakfast or lunch.
But there was like a bad stigma. I went to a very kind of rich district.
The event will start at noon and will go on until 5 p.m. There will be computers and also a jar where people can donate.
Don't feel obligated to donate at that day. It'll extend until December.
December 31st will be the deadline for anyone to donate to the No Kid Hungry organization.
Here at UNO, we have a really tight community, and I just think that's a good way to all come together and for a greater cause.
This is her first year at UNO. She originally transferred from University of Nebraska-Lincoln.
For the specific reason of getting involved and having more of a knit, tight community.
If you are on campus or do not have somewhere to go for Thanksgiving, this is a good event for you to attend.
Yes, so I'm going to be bringing my younger siblings and see if some other friends want to join as well.
This is an open invitation to anybody.
Thanksgiving is a perfect time to give back and give thanks, especially to those who don't have and are less fortunate than we are.
Donations will go to the No Kid Hungry organization. The Maverick Clubhouse is located on West Campus. For more information, you can check out their Facebook event.
A year after voters gave the city the go-ahead, Papillion's planned community and recreation center has a $48 million price tag and finalized design. The project looks to be the biggest, most expensive community center built by a city in the Omaha metro area. The facility will boast, among other features, an indoor water park with a lazy river, water slides and multiple pools, a gymnasium and a fitness equipment, and indoor children's playground, among several other activities.
When we return, we continue our series featuring Omaha Toyo Women.
And later, 2 artists from Wisconsin recently had their exhibit at UNO's Art Gallery.
Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
I am a senior music education student in the School of Music. I'm a PR and advertising major in the School of Communications.
I'm a senior and I'm a communication studies major.
Senior, majoring in creative writing.
I'm a communication studies student.
I love band and I knew that I always wanted to be involved in music some way. There was never really any question of anything else.
I love CFM so much. They've helped me out a lot, just letting me know that they're here for me, that there's a support system.
It gives you such a good opportunity to grow and hone your skills, and I think you really learn things about yourself. And I know I've gotten opportunities at UNO and because of CFAM that I wouldn't be able to anywhere else.
The core reason why I'm a communication studies major is because I really just love helping people.
My favorite part about poetry is just escaping into a different world. I can talk about it for hours and hours.
What you like to do is like your superpower.
Girls Inc. is a place open to all girls from all walks of life. Girls Inc. helps inspire our girls to be strong, smart, and bold in the community. Volunteers can come in and just work with our girls. We have a lot of our programs that require supplies. Pens and pencils, to STEM kits, to sports supplies, office supplies. We know that when you educate girls, you better your community.
This is the Omaha News.
Continuing our series featuring Toyo Women, reporter Julie Trin introduces you to KETV News anchor Chin Doan.
Chin Doan was selected as part of the 2017 class of Top Outstanding Young Americans by the Junior Chambers International. Doan was nominated after being honored the 10 Outstanding Young Omahans Award in 2016.
I believe that if you want something done, you have to do it yourself. You are going to be the catalyst for change.
Doan and her father moved to the United States in 1994 as refugees from the Vietnam War. Doan's mother had to stay behind due to paperwork complications. At the age of 10, Doan's father became nearly paralyzed, and her Sunday school teacher became her foster mom.
So at the age of 18, I became a naturalized citizen, took the test and the oath. When I was 21, I sponsored my mother over.
Doan is especially passionate about groups that focus on literacy programs and those helping immigrants and refugees.
It's because I experienced poverty and foster care and being a refugee and all of these different aspects of my life. I'm able to relate to these different organizations who are helping the underserved.
One of Chin's favorite volunteering experiences is with KETV. Each quarter, KETV staff, family, and friends have the opportunity to volunteer with different organizations in Omaha together. This experience is special to Chin because she gets to know her colleagues, their family, and friends while volunteering and giving back to the community. For the Omaha News, I'm Julie Trin.
Next week on the Omaha News, we will have 2017 and 2018 Toyo director Katie Triplett announce the new awardees.
A new study at Creighton University is looking for a few good men, women, and children who are military veterans or have witnessed violence to be a part of a clinical trial for post-traumatic stress disorder. The lead investigator, psychology professor Amy Badura Brack, received a $1.2 million grant from At Ease USA for attention-controlled training clinical trials. Through a partnership with the Women's Center for Advancement, the study will also be available for women and children who have been a victim of or have witnessed violence. The free computer training is quick and simple and may be able to reduce symptoms of PTSD. A stipend is available for study participants.
Scientists for the first time have tried editing a gene inside the body in a bold attempt to permanently change a person's DNA to try to cure a disease. The experiment was done Monday in California. The patient received billions of copies of a corrective gene and a genetic tool to cut his DNA in a precise spot. Signs of whether it's working may come in a month. Tests will show for sure in 3 months. If it's successful, it could give a major boost to the fledgling field of gene therapy. Scientists have edited people's genes before, altering cells in the lab that are then returned to patients. There also are gene therapies that don't involve editing DNA.
Government data released Wednesday shows sign-ups for Affordable Care Act health plans are running more than 45% ahead of last year's pace. The numbers from the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services come as Republican senators are pushing to pay for tax cuts by repealing the Obamacare requirement to carry coverage. That would result in 13 million more uninsured. Sign-up season ends December 15th.
Governor Pete Ricketts has appointed a Central Nebraska economic development official to lead the state's Department of Economic Development. Ricketts announced Tuesday that he has chosen Dave Rippey, Executive Director of Hastings Economic Development Corporation. The governor's office says Rippey helped businesses expand in his area and worked on City of Hastings downtown revitalization efforts. Rippey holds a Bachelor of Science degree in accounting from Nebraska Wesleyan University and a Master of Business Administration from the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Rippey is scheduled to start December 18th. When we return, a lovable video game character may be arriving on the big screen.
And 2 artists from Wisconsin recently had their exhibit at UNO's Art Gallery.
Stay tuned, we will be back with more news after this.
The University of Nebraska at Omaha is a place for tomorrow's leaders. A place where individuals converge on a path to success, getting the attention and direction they need as they begin their career. It's where students take pride in serving Omaha, a city we've invested in for more than 100 years. UNO is a place where greatness begins. The University of Nebraska at Omaha.
Brilliance is born in the dark. As a spark when dawn just breaks, before the grades, the praise, the views, amongst the books, the smell of half-eaten breakfast, the like-minded in the silence, they'll find you. You who sees more than meets the eyes and tirelessly chases ideas, progress your muse and failure your teacher. And those here see the same in you, the spark before the fire. In the lab, in the cafe, amongst the books. Because you are a maverick. You are brilliant, and brilliance is born in the dark. The UNO Chris Library, hours 7 to midnight, Sunday through Thursday. To learn more, visit unomaha.edu/Chris Library.
Super Mario could be making his leap to the big screen. Nintendo was close to a deal with Illumination Entertainment for an animated movie based on the popular video game franchise Super Mario Bros. The deal, which was first reported by the Wall Street Journal, would bring one of the most popular pop culture brands to theaters via Illumination Entertainment, which makes animated films for Comcast Universal Pictures. The studio boasts a long streak of blockbuster hits such as Despicable Me, Minions, The Secret Life of Pets, and Sing.
2 artists from Wisconsin recently gave a talk on their collaborative exhibit at UNO's Art Gallery. Omaha News reporter Danielle Meadows explores their inspirations and unconventional artistic styles.
Two Wisconsin-based artists recently visited UNO's campus, speaking in the art gallery about their exhibit, Bygone. Gail Simpson grew up in a family of creative people. Her grandfather was a commercial artist.
I could use his really good art supplies as long as I didn't talk.
After being inspired by the rising trend of installation art, her original interests in drawing and printmaking subsided.
A lot of artists were exploring spatial constructions, and so I started doing that, and that led me kind of backwards to sculpture.
Her latest pieces feature plastic toys and lawn ornaments.
I always would see these things abandoned there. I started bringing them home. I started just mashing them up in these constructions that combined things from different time periods.
Eris Georgiades is also a sculptor from Wisconsin. He creates pieces from salvaged wood and metal materials, often inspired by issues of adaptability in the changing world of work.
Georgiades grew up on a farm where he was constantly surrounded by objects.
I think it's just kind of in my blood.
Many of Georgiades' pieces are large. The first time he created a piece of that scale, it changed his style forever.
The first time I made something that was my size, and I stood back from it, I was shocked. I felt like this presence.
The pieces in the exhibit are inspired by technology replacing workers.
Certain kinds of work have become obsolete.
Georgiades said art is an affecting form of communication.
Some people are just moved by certain objects, and every now and then when you make one of those things, I feel pretty fulfilled.
For the Omaha News, I'm Danielle Meadows.
The UNO Art Gallery displays multiple shows each year. It is open in the Weber Fine Arts Building from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Thursday. That's all for this week. Tune in November 29th for the next installment of the Omaha News.
You can also follow the Omaha News on Facebook and Twitter at UNO The Omaha News. For all of us at the Omaha News, thanks for watching.
We'll see you next time.
The UNO TV team teaches students the skills they need to take professional jobs in the Omaha community. Through paid positions, students build their skills in lighting, audio, camera work, and other essential control room operations. Programs air locally on TKN and statewide on NHE World. UNO Television, student crew, professional staff, award-winning results.
When I first joined Maverick Public Relations, I knew that it would further my career and add to my resume. What I didn't know is how MavPR would take me into new places, connect me to clients, help me meet other professionals, and make new friends in my field. I didn't know it then, but I know now that MavPR is the beginning of my career as a PR professional. My name is Kylie, MavPR videographer, and to me, MavPR is a new beginning.
You've always known you were a leader, someone who works hard to achieve your goals. You can see it. You can see your success in front of you. You pursue a college education for the old-fashioned reasons, to learn, to make yourself more valuable, to succeed. You need a place that celebrates your ambition and positions you alongside visionary people just like you. You, my friend, belong here. the University of Nebraska at Omaha.
Girls Inc. is a place open to all girls from all walks of life. Girls Inc. helps inspire our girls to be strong, smart, and bold in the community. Volunteers can come in and just work with our girls. We have a lot of our programs that require supplies. Pens and pencils, to STEM kits, to sports supplies, office supplies. We know that when you educate girls, you better your community.